You ever think about how stupid the naming convention for the Xbox is? I don't know. Just playing Halo, Xbox associated things. I was just thinking about how, just reminiscing while playing Halo, about Halo and the Xbox in general, and just the Xbox 360, first off, at this point it's a classic name, the Xbox 360. Whatever, we just accepted that that was the name of that console, and it came out in the fall of 2013, I believe. Do I want to switch this? Yeah. And let's see, the PlayStation 3 came out in a year later, the fall of 2006, 2006. And the Wii, I believe, came out that same fall. So Xbox 360 came out Microsoft beat the other two to the punch by a full year. What a head start, which I'm sure there's a bunch of reasons as to why Xbox and Microsoft won that console cycle. This was a bad move. But getting a year head start, I'm sure was one of them. Now, it is largely considered that Xbox 360 was the winning console. If not in sales, because I know that the Wii sold the most, what have you, but just generally speaking to a gamer's understanding, a general gamer, Xbox One. And so then the next generation comes out. PlayStation 4 comes out in the fall of 2013, I want to say. Whoops, I'm going to die. I just gave up. The fall of 2013, and I believe the Xbox One came out in the spring that next year, 2014. I went back and looked. It's actually November. It was 2013. A week after the PlayStation 4 dropped. It was within 7 days of each other. Completely unmemorable launch. So anything that I say about the timeline of the Xbox One, it released in 2013, not spring of the next year. But it was really close to the release of Titanfall. Titanfall release was a big deal for that launch. I am baffled to this day at the idea of calling that console, after the Xbox 360, calling it the Xbox One. The thing is, it's just like the launch of a console, especially after Xbox 360 and gigantic releases like Gears of War and Halo, like making getting a lot of media attention. Video games are now making so much money even back then, even 10 plus years ago. So it's just baffling that on such a huge project that they decided to go with that naming convention, that they're going to call this the Xbox One. Did not realize that guy was there. We already called a console the Xbox One, or the first Xbox, or something, you know? So what was the reasoning? It's just that in a room full of adults, that name got pushed through and was said yes to. Not that like a room full of adults is like a failsafe for bad ideas. Clearly it's not. But I'm just thinking to myself, why are they going to call it this? And I still don't understand to this day. I'm sure that there's a reasoning. I'm sure I can Google it, but I'm sure also that it's not a good enough reason. Why would they call it that? It was the beginning of the downfall of their naming convention system. Because then after that, after that, I don't even know what the Xboxes are called after that. They're called what? Xbox Series 1. Xbox Series X. I think. I'm like 80% sure that that's what that console's called. I'm not sure anymore. And then there's a couple. I think that there was actually an Xbox One Slim or Xbox One Plus. I don't even know. And then Xbox Series S, which I think is a lower power version of the Xbox Series X. The point is not that, like, this is Googleable information. I understand this. I can easily Google and have my questions answered. My point, damn it. My point is that I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to Google it. Because I can clearly look at a PlayStation and just say PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 at this point. And I know, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. And, you know, a PSP or whatever, I'm not going to talk about that. But just the motherland of Halo, and everyone is like always only 80% sure of what these consoles are called. Is he behind me? Damn it. Oh. Thank you. Up, up, up. And I was that last kill, wasn't I? Ah, that's a shame. I don't know. It baffles me to this day. It makes me, if I think about it too long, I get very upset. I shouldn't even care. I don't really play on Xbox anymore. I'm not so much a console gamer, you know, besides the given, you know, things like Nintendo, the Switch. My name is Mario. I have to have a Mario game. But just if I think about Xbox's naming convention for too long, I get upset. And I think you should too. I think that what a bad idea.